This week on our Christmas edition of The Week Ahead, ALG President Bill Wilson talks about our busy Congress. Plus, hear from Congressman Devin Nunes on a new bill and find out who's our big government bozo. Welcome to a special Christmas edition of The Week Ahead. And speaking of Christmas, Congress is cramming like last-minute shoppers. The Democratic majority is working overtime to get their wish list through in their final hours. For more on this, we're joined by Americans for Limited Government President Bill Wilson. Bill, is it funny to you that these guys are putting it into overdrive in these final hours?
It's hysterical. They've had 2 years to deal with these issues. They've had 2 years, an entire year. They could have passed all the appropriations bills to fund the various government agencies. Now we're down to the last few hours and they're trying to cram through omnibus bills and continuing resolutions. Their entire left-wing wish list is now surfacing because anything they can slide in one way or another. What did they do for the past 2 years except ruin the national health care system?
Senator Mitch McConnell stopped some of the ridiculous spending in that Omnibus Bill. Is he going to have to work overtime to cut some more ridiculous spending in the coming weeks?
Senator McConnell, by standing up, bringing the Republicans together, was able to block what Harry Reid called the Omnibus Bill. Now, the Omnibus was just a rancid stew of every desire, wish list item that any member of the Congress wanted. It not only had huge spending increases in it, and for all sorts of dubious projects, but it had policy hidden in it. For example, a small little thing, it would have allowed legal services, an agency that the taxpayers fund to help poor people with legal problems, allow them to engage in class action suits, which is nothing more than a way to use the legal system to try and force policy changes. And a huge bonus for the trial lawyers, the trial bar in the country. So that was blocked. By blocking it, Senator McConnell has done us all a huge service, but he also did the Republicans a huge service. Senator Reid was trying to control the budget for all of next year, just as if the election never happened, his party and his philosophy hadn't been repudiated by the American people, and simply take away the power to make fundamental spending decisions for all of 2011. I mean, it really is would have been an act of larceny, to be frank. Senator McConnell got the people together, managed to hold them together, and as a result, killed that thing. And it was announced yesterday that Senator McConnell believes he has a deal with Reid to simply keep funding levels at a current level through March, middle of March. So there'd be no huge increases, there'd be no secret backdoor policy changes. And it would give the new Republican Congress a chance to have a whack at the current fiscal year to make some serious cuts. So we don't know the deal yet. It's not final. The lunatics that still run around the House of Representatives until January 3rd, they have to agree. So that's going to be a major focus over the course of this week, is what type of arrangement is made to fund the government and for how long.